Greetings, my dear friends. My name is Mario Pedro Gould. You are now tuned into the Alpha Success Television Network. And today, I have a very, very transformative conversation that I would like to have with you. And the conversation goes something like this. I would like you to know that you are the only person who can reject yourself. You are the only person who can refuse, ladies and gentlemen, to accept yourself. In the outside world, nobody rejects you, nobody refuses to accept you. It is you who chooses to reject yourself, you who refuses to accept yourself. Which leads to one of the most paralyzing fears of all time, and that is the fear of rejection. The fear that you're not going to be good enough. And it doesn't take a rocket scientist to reach the conclusion that this fear of rejection holds you back from living the life that you dream. Whether it's success in the external world, having the fear of rejection, the fear of you're not good enough, the fear of failure will hold you back. Whether it's in your social life, having the fear of rejection, the fear of failure, the fear that you're not going to be good enough, that fear is going to hold you back. In your family, in your community, in every aspect of your life, this fear of rejection, this fear of not being good enough, this fear of failure, ladies and gentlemen, will hold you back. I would like you to take a perspective that each and every challenge that you face in your life is actually an invitation for you to accept yourself as you are. No matter how painful it may be. I'm having a very interesting day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm having a very interesting day. Today I turned 36 years of age. And by the time you watch this video, it's going to be, a few weeks by the time I upload it. So I turned 36 a couple of months ago from the time you probably watched this video. But anyway, what's most important is, as I was going through my day today, it was the most interesting birthday experience. Because I felt like I was not even here. My whole day went through without me feeling like I was not even here in this earth. I was trying to find out for myself, what is this thing called life all about? We go, every year our age increases by 1 year. Every year our age increases by 1 year. It seems meaningless. What is the point in all of this? And it's funny that they say that you have breakthrough ideas when you're in the washroom. So I was in the washroom and I was sitting there, and it occurred to me that every experience, every challenge that I have in my life that may have made me not feel like I'm satisfied with where I am in my life today, every challenge that I'm facing, literally, ladies and gentlemen, is an invitation for me to accept myself as I am. where I am today with my present level of consciousness. So a very interesting thing happened for me is that I got up from the washroom and I went, I was washing my hands. And for some reason, ladies and gentlemen, I just stood right there in front of the mirror, standing. And I was looking at myself. And I couldn't leave the mirror. I was trying to figure out, who am I? What's this? Who is it that's looking from my eyes into the mirror and back? And as I stood there, I looked at my face, my nose, my cheeks, my mustache, my shoulders, my body. And I started having all sorts of thoughts. All sorts of thoughts. Some of them positive, some of them negative, some of them positive, some of them negative. But as I stood there looking at my physical manifestation and looking at the thoughts that I was holding in my body, it occurred to me dead on that I am the only one who rejects myself. When I'm looking at the mirror, I am the only one who can not accept Mario Pedro Gould. I am the only one who cannot love Mario Pedro Gould. And as I stood there looking at the mirror, 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, 6 minutes, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, just stood right there. I said, I am not moving. As I stood right there and looked at the mirror, ladies and gentlemen, tears welled in my eyes. I have no idea where these tears came from. Because at that moment I realized that I have had the wrong focus in my life. And you too may have had this wrong focus in your life as you sit down and watch this video. And this is the focus. We spend a majority of our time looking for love, looking for acceptance, looking for recognition from the external world. And when the external world does not give us that which we desire, we perceive it as rejection, and it causes us immense pain, which leads to very severe forms of neurotic behavior, doing things, trying to force outcomes in neurotic ways. Think about the times you might have been dating somebody and you aren't getting attention and you started doing all sorts of neurotic activities to try and win that attention. Maybe it's not in a relationship. Maybe it's in courtship. Maybe it's in business. Maybe it's in the community. So my invitation to you today, ladies and gentlemen, is be courageous. How much time we got there? Be courageous. And go and stand in front of the mirror today. Stand in front of the mirror today and do not move until you can feel the blood coursing through your body. That's what happened to me. As I'm standing there looking at the mirror, I've looked at my face, I got to a point where I could feel blood moving through my body. I could feel my joints connected from head to toe. I could feel the imbalances in my body. I could feel the places that had tension. And as I stood there, ladies and gentlemen, I discovered what we may call our imperfections. I don't think we have any imperfections. I think we are perfection in essence. But in our eyes, we feel imperfect. Maybe my cheeks are not the right shape. My cheekbones are not the right shape. Maybe my nose is not the right shape. Maybe my eyes are not piercing. Maybe I don't have the right shape of hair. Maybe I'm not as muscular, or maybe I just don't look beautiful. I want you to stand there and look at yourself. Look at yourself until you can feel your essence, feel your body, feel the blood flowing through your body. Look at all your features. Stand there, ladies and gentlemen, until you cry, because you will cry. And discover for yourself that the only person that can reject you is you, ladies and gentlemen. Mario, why do we want to make this discovery? You want to make this discovery because when you realize that the only person that can reject you is you, then you have a choice to make to continue rejecting yourself, or to wholeheartedly embrace yourself as you are, with all of what you may call imperfections. Embrace and love yourself as you are, and take that realization out into the external world and step into the world from a new place of being, a new place of realization that only you can reject yourself. Nobody can reject yourself. And when you have that realization, ladies and gentlemen, there's no more need for approval. There's no more need for recognition. There's no more need for approbation. There's no more need for applause. Of course, if you receive those, all good and dandy. Have yourself a wonderful week.